Hello, I'm MJ, and I'm your Atlas to Life. Like this video and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything. I also do meditations and yoga. Tomorrow's Sunday, so I'll do a 3-pose yoga session just to say thank you and how grateful we are to our guides in the universe. Outside, rain or shine, warm or cold, because we're in Ohio and it's kind of cold. Okay. I like to switch these twin flame readings up, and that's what today's reading is right now. And I took the major arcana from my favorite 2 decks because twin flames are a very important part of this progressive ascension on the planet. So I think that you should have the most powerful cards, which is all of the major cards, plus 11, 11. So I'll do 11 for one flame and 11 for the other flame. It's going to be super cool and fun. If you guys haven't seen any of my informational videos that I do for the collective, I do one every Friday. I'll put a link down below. This week's was titled 11 Reasons Why You Are a Chosen One. Not signs that you are a chosen one, but 11 reasons why. That's the first card, first flame. So there's 1. Oh my goodness. 2. Give me a second here. Oh. Goodness. I don't usually drop so many cards. That's weird. It's kind of cold in this house. 2. 3. 4. And I just thought it'd be super cool. 5, 6, to see if I use 2 of the major arcana deck, to see like what, because as twin flames, you know, you're going to be experiencing some of the same things, you know, consecutively. Let's do another shuffle. I think that's 6. Let's check. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Okay. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm already excited because I'm seeing what the cards are. All right. Set these down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Uh-oh, how did I do that wrong? I'm looking. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll do 10. And 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. And 11. Okay. Flame 1. And I don't want to get this confused because I'm going to be talking back and forth from side to side. So this is flame 1 and this is flame 2, twin flame number 2. And they both have 11 cards. Okay. Backwards, backwards. Flame 1 gets Judgment Day for the first card. So, Judgment Day is now. It's happening here in 2020. The tarot cards have been telling us for a long time, predicting what was going to happen. Flame 2 gets Chariot, the Chariot. So let's look at these 2 different individuals. Somebody is getting a reckoning done on them. The universe needs them. And so they're still in the midst of these changes of being reborn again. The other person, the second individual, the other flame, has already taken the call. That's number 7, and that's a huge number for me today. I keep seeing 2222 and 777. So that one's me. I'm a nerd. But, okay, so this person already has a lot of control. They have a lot of direction going on in their existence, and they're living out their life purpose. They took the call. They raised their hand a long time ago. Okay, so back over here we have somebody who is beginning to hear that call and, you know, register the different senses and frequencies, all the stuff, light codes, sound frequencies. It's being incorporated into their being to push them past this judgment day. That flame gets number 17, which is the star card. So this tells me they've got some guidance from above too. Their subconscious mind and their intuition's really working for them hard right now. And this also tells me that person could potentially be somebody who's avoiding with their thinking mind some of the changes that they're being pushed to. So these things could be occurring when they are sleeping, or they could be happening, you know, when they're out in the night sky and they're getting those light codes from the stars. But let's see over here to this chariot. Oh, the chariot's the Fool. Okay, this is super exciting for me because right now it's 2020, so it's Judgment Day for most, but a lot of us have already gone through Judgment Day. So what comes next is 2021, and that is completion for all, of course. The world, the universe, you name it, and the beginning of the One Love. Now, so the Fool card is somebody who is past or progressed beyond the normal existence because the planet needs several different, you know, enlightened beings. So it needs some people to still be going through the tough stuff. It needs some people to be living in that completion, which is the most wonderful thing, but that card's linked with the Fool. So there's some of us that are living in the future. And we already have the mindset that's going to be taking place on Earth for a number of years. And something tells me lately, I don't know how or why that I know this, but I think that that Fool, you know, as we all progress to that, and we are beings of the future, maybe Fool to me means future, I feel like that's going to happen for like 9 years. 9 is the number, you know, the 6 and the 3 are that flow, and they flux, but the 9 is the solid. So that's maybe where I'm getting that we're going to live like that for 9 years before another big change, which would make it like 2030. That's what my guides told me, and what I picked up on with the frequencies and the sound and the lights. Okay, and the love, because that's a pretty good sense to use too. Over here, the one going through the judgment and being guided by the universe and the stars. They could be a superstar. They get the Emperor. So this is the masculine version. The masculine side of this union is occurring over here. That's card number 4. And then over here we have Death. So the Fool, with their telepathic communication, look at this card all the way, all those eyes. So the individual over here, Flame 2, is somebody who has a lot of guidance around them, a lot of angels, a lot of input, and this person is fostering their little baby. They're not going to let anything hurt them. So they're able to, because they're being of the future, you know, already existing in that sense, here and now, within the realms that they can, you know, move in and out of, they're able to give messages to this flame over here, to their past, to their present and to their future. And they've got a lot of assistance, a lot of help, universal stuff, you know, and that could be planetary things, galactic too. And the Emperor, as the father figure, you know, he is the structure, maybe stuck on some of the old patterns, some of the old way of life. So yeah, I do feel a little bit of stubbornness over here with Flame 1. Let's move on, because Flame 1 gets the Lovers, and that's what's probably being introduced to them and what they're coming to terms with over here. Whereas, you know, this person's trying to put, look at the last two cards real quickly, a Death 2, the ideas that this person's clinging to from the past, probably out of fear, to protect himself and the world and his family or kingdom. And the other flame is pushing for them to be more like the fool and listen to the stars a little bit more. Take that judgment call. And judgment call happened at 11:11. For the clock, the time clock stamp of this video. So they're pushing them to stop being, you know, tied down to the old ways that worked in the past. Okay, over here we have the Lovers, and over here we have the Empress. Okay, so this falls right into place. Flame 2 on this side, he or she is heeding the messages from Mother Gaia. They're connected with Source, and they're reading the messages in the world around them, in this realms, or these realms, this third, fourth, and fifth dimensions that we are experiencing. So they are mothering that Emperor with this kind of communication. And they're a very fertile being. It's harvest season when you get to experience life with the Empress at all times. Contentment and not worrying. And over here, you know, this person is that Lover's card, which is number 6. Okay, 6 and 3. There you go, that flux I was talking about. 9 is the solid card. The 3 and the 6 are consecutively in a flux. And this would make sense with two twin flames, because we have the polarities, those dualities as one being. They are completely effective, and they together are one being. So, you know, you've got the dualities going on. This person's being exposed to this 6 frequency, this 6 feeling of love, and their eyes are being opened up to it. It's what happens after they get through their reckoning. You know, it's the messages that are being sent to them from the universal forces to try and help them move past the old ways of living and into the present here and now. So they're starting to begin to realize that this union will balance them out, but these things take time. And while they're in the meantime, you know, doing that, over here we have, you know, the Empress. She's just going to be loving her time here in nature. The frequency she's putting out is more grounded, which would really balance out this, because this person, the Flame 1, is kind of stuck on that they need to be the chakras, the red, the bottom, all the way up, you know, which their job in this union as the masculine is to be those lower structures of the chakra centers. And her job is to be the clouds in a confusing way, because she is nature, but she's taking on his role right now. It's what I'm getting. And it really does bring balance to the universe. These two people. Okay, we have the Moon over here for twin 1, and the World over here for twin 2. So that's pretty beautiful to me. because we've got intuition being given from flame 2 to flame 1. Flame 1 is working out the fact that it's not an illusion. They're starting to, within their own subconscious, read their own messages and, you know, accept that. And so it is business without trying to change it. Uh-oh. So, I'm going to have to quicken this up. My phone's about to die. Okay, so the world is what flame 2 got, and she is she is the fool, she is the world, she is pushing that judgment, but she's already there. She's been there for a long time, which is why she's living a little bit in the future as well. But she's got all of her communication, and in her mind, they are connected, whether they're together or not, and that goes back to that Empress card. So she's got a lot of good stuff going on her side. Okay, that was 5. So I'm going to pull out 6 cards here just because the last 6 cards, because the phone's about to die, and we'll read them a little bit quicker. And 6 cards here. I really hope this video doesn't cut out before I'm done. My email address is em3dj3@gmail.com. If you're interested in a personalized tarot card reading, email me and we'll set something up. Okay, so let's just do them separate. Flame 1 is in hermit mode. And hermit mode to me, and from my guides lately, means that light within them, it's beginning to shine, and they need to share their opinions with the world. They need to go start living out their purpose. And we get another Emperor card, so it's in the other deck, and I feel like that person is going to pick up on, you know, how they can be very powerful and authoritative when they're living their universal purpose instead, because they get the world, and that's the colored in world. That's this deck. So that's what's going to bring life to them and make them flourish and reach completion. Over here we have, for flame 2, she's got the strength, the color, the strength, that card, and she's the magician. So both of those cards are infinite signs. This person's been around many different times. They're one with the flux, the flow, and they're communicating and bringing healing, strength, and security to the planet, and they're manifesting because they have all the tools available to them they are shining their light on out to the world. Whereas over here, flame 1 was, you know, they're realizing their light, but they're still kind of stuck, where even though they desire to share with others, with their flame, they're a little bit holding back. Over here, she's already sharing, whether that person's sharing with her or him or her or not. Sorry, there's a lot of, you know, feminine cards on this side, female aspects. Okay, so they're flourishing with or without, because they already know what's coming in the future, and it's the union for them. And then the High Priestess, it just reinforces that the inner voice that they have is strong enough to get through to this other flame on the flame 1. So they're pushing their intuitive resources over to that side to, you know, I don't think they're in a rush. They don't need to rush because they know it's coming. But they're guiding this other person's inner voice, and they're stronger than they think. Okay. The Tower, flame 1, sudden upheavals, disasters that seem disastrous, but they're definitely not necessary. These are lessons in life that are hard to work through, but they end up being blessings in disguise. I call them lessons. This person is, in the future, going to shine so bright because they are the sun over here on this side, and they're going to bring much justice to the world, because I mean, they were that emperor twice, and so they're powerful in that masculine way, where they're really going to do a lot for the planet once they start shining their light. Over here we have the Judgment card in the black and white deck. It's Luminant Spirit, this deck. So their job on this planet once this union takes place, is going to be to pull more people in, so they're the voice. I don't know if it's art, music, writing, or all of those things, but that's the kind of information that they were born to share on this planet. They're going to toot that horn and help the rest of the world come around, because they have spiritual hierarchy with the Hierophant, and they're an advisor of sorts. They are one with the Trinity, so that goes back to, that galactic stuff and the planetary stuff there. And their whole entire purpose on life is to make the wheel turn and bring forth the changes that are necessary for mankind in Mother Gaia. Excuse me, it's really cold in this room. This house is not insulated the best, and we're doing a fixer-upper kind of thing. Okay, I'm gonna cut this video off because I don't want the camera to die on us completely. But like this video because you do, and share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. There's all kinds of cool stuff that's going on, and I don't want you to miss anything. Definitely voice your opinions to me, because I want to know what you think. Hashtag voice and hashtag heart chakra. Okay? Stay grateful, stay thankful, and we will all be blessed collectively. I'm sorry about that. So much love and light and peace to you. And namaste from me, MJ, your Atlas to life. Stay bright. I like your vibes.